For months, the name Vantara has been at the center of controversy. Built in Jamnagar, Gujarat and owned by Reliance, Vantara calls itself a zoological rescue and rehabilitation center. Its sprawling grounds host elephants, exotic animals and birds, many of them rescued or acquired from within India and abroad. But critics saw something else. They accused Reliance of building a private vanity zoo, of illegally importing animals, of misusing water resources and carbon credits, and operating outside the framework of law. The allegations were serious enough to reach the Supreme Court. In response, the court appointed a special investigation team headed by former Supreme Court Justice Chelameswar to conduct an independent factual appraisal. The SIT's mandate was clear: investigate every claim, illegal animal acquisition, misuse of biodiversity, financial impropriety, even links to wildlife smuggling and money laundering. After months of inquiry, the SIT submitted its report, and the conclusion was unambiguous. There were no statutory irregularities in Vantara's animals acquisition. The imports were made only after the misuse of valid permits. Every acquisition was documented and supported by authorizations from relevant authorities. The Supreme Court bench of Justice Pankaj Mittal and Prasanna B. Warle noted that the SIT had carried out a thorough and extensive investigation. We have no hesitation in accepting the conclusion so drawn. The court said. It further added that once animals are imported with valid permits, no one can dispute the validity of those official acts. But the SIT went beyond animal imports. Allegations of misuse of carbon credits, over-extraction of water and financial impropriety were also examined. Agencies including the CBI, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence and Enforcement Directorate were consulted. None found evidence of wrongdoing. The SIT dismissed these allegations as baseless. The petitions that triggered this probe were filed by advocates C.R. Jayasukin and Dev Sharma. They cited media reports, social media posts, and complaints from NGOs and wildlife organizations. Concerns were raised about elephants being imported from abroad, about Vantara functioning as a private collection under the guise of conservation, and about possible breaches of trade laws. The court directed the SIT to investigate each of these. Now, with the SIT's clean sheet, the court has effectively closed the chapter. This decision has wide implications. On one hand, it clears Reliance and Vantara of wrongdoing, reinforcing the idea that the project operates within the law. On the other, it highlights how fast public perceptions can be shaped by media narratives and social media campaigns, even before facts are established. Critics argue that Vantara, even if illegal, raises ethical questions. Should private corporations run conservation projects? Can private wealth substitute for state-led ecological responsibility? Supporters, however, see Vantara as an example of corporate social responsibility at scale, a sanctuary where rescued animals can live safely, backed by massive financial resources. At its heart, the case was about legality. And on that front, the Supreme Court position is clear. Vantara's acquisitions were lawful. Whether this ends the debate on ethics and conservation, however, is another story. For now, the clean sheet is a win for Reliance and a reminder that in the age of social media outrage, facts still matter. So what do you think? Should private organizations like Reliance run conservation centers like Vantara, or should this be the state's responsibility alone? Tell us in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to Lal Mirch. See you in the next video. Jai Hind.